where Scandinavian cool meets the reality of island living in the wild North Atlantic. I'm in the capital of the Faroe Islands, Tórshavn. Now, it may be one of the most remote and smallest capital cities in the world, but it's got a thriving cultural and social life. So let's explore.
Välkommen to Torshavn.
One minute you're in modern Tórshavn, and the next you're in a centuries-old Faroese village. This is where Tórshavn began, on a rocky promontory jutting out into the harbour. Around the year 1900, this was the seat of the Viking Parliament, and indeed the Parliament has remained here ever since. The red timber buildings with their turf roofs still house many offices of the Faroese government. What a fantastic place to work. Surely there is no other government in the world that functions in offices like these. Now, I read that Torshavn has a must-visit bakery. It's pronounced
Breydvirkid. So we have a cinnamon bun, a cardamon bun, spatare, tea biscuits, chocolate croissants and croissants.
I'm going for cardamon. You go and have a look around while I finish this. Did I mention that Torshavn is stacked with cool cafes? Now, if you like music, then there is one store in central Torshavn that you have to visit. That's Tutl. Sólvá, Tutl is much more than a record store.
Well, yes, it is. First of all, it's a label, and this record label is owned. It's co-owned by the musicians that release within the label. So it's the musicians' label. So it creates some kind of contact between the musicians here as well. So we're kind of a center or a place where musicians can come and release their music and get some guidance in that, yeah.
For such a small population, why do you think the Faroe Islands is so productive in music?
I don't know why, but it's very normal to have some music of some kind in our homes, and everyone kind of sings along and stuff, and or plays something. I don't know, it's just I think it's just a part of our culture, and that goes on through the generations, yeah.
Forget your toy puffins. This is the best form of souvenir from the Faroe Islands. Well, okay, and woolly jumpers too. At the entrance to the harbour, you'll find the fortress known as Skansin. It was built in the 16th century to defend the tiny Faroese population. Did it work? Of course not. It was destroyed by the French and later by the British. The usual colonial bullies. From the centre of Torshavn, a short walk through the park brings you to the National Gallery of the Faroe Islands. I have to say, this is one of the most exciting small galleries that I've been to in many a year. For a population of just over 50,000, the variety and quality of art in the Faroe Islands is really quite astounding. If you visit Torshavn, then you really have to come here and make sure to experience the optical illusion and the dizzying heights of the deep blue. For information on tours, excursions and what's on in the Faroe Islands as well as Torshavn, then come here to the tourist's office. Torshavn does have its own microclimate. In fact, it's situated in one of the parts of the country most prone to overcast conditions and fog. So don't despair if you wake up to another overcast day, because just a short drive away you might be able to experience this. But sadly our time is up as we're catching a ferry to Iceland. So stay on the channel and make sure to subscribe.